It's 2 stores.
No flash.
No flash.
So this day was like one of my official birthday days because I was blessed enough to celebrate my birthday 3 times on the East Coast, on the West Coast, and in Tokyo. And I just wanted to, just grasp in the vibes of Japan. Like I just wanted to be free and just like, vibe. That's all. So this day we was like dedicated to going to the Takeshita Street, which they have like this really big market on. And I wanted to kind of like travel, like how like do as the Romans do, kind of just travel the way that the actual citizens of Japan travel. So after getting some footage, like just grasping in like the ambiance, as you can see how quiet it is. This is like I would say like maybe 10 a.m. So it's still just very clean, very quiet. So we're just heading down to the train station, getting ready to take some of the public transportation. And the Google Maps is like very up to date, literal turn by turn directions. And I just want like to take a second so you guys can see just the architecture, like how much pride they really put into craftsmanship and like making sure that everything is just like seamless and just looks very beautiful, like something as simple as stairs. Like I told y'all, I romanticize everything. Like the fact that I'm literally sitting here just talking about how pretty the stairs is, I feel like really shows that. So it was actually kind of easy. This was easy. The bullet train was not that easy. We haven't gotten there yet, but the actual public transportation was pretty self-explanatory. If you did not know how to read the signs, even though they do have the English right next to the Japanese, we downloaded, not only did I get this little pen from TikTok shop where I was able to like scan pieces of paper and it would tell me out loud what it meant, but you needed Wi-Fi for that. So sometimes I would use Google images, and I like a Google translator, like where they allow you to take pictures of the images. So whether that be menus, whether that be signs in the train station, signs on the ground, and it would translate it for you in real time. So that's something that's like a life hack that I like always have now, because it didn't only do Japan, like Japanese, it did other languages as well. And just listen. I just wanted y'all to get a feel for how packed the train was, but how quiet it was. It was to the point where it was so quiet, like they would ask us to turn off our fans, just because that was mainly the noise. You can tell that they're very like in tune with other people's mental health and things like that. That's why they're so cognizant of things like value. So this is Takeshita Street, and it almost kind of reminds me of like Canal Street in a way, but it's mainly based of like like little knickknacks, foods and things like that. And my mom and my godmom wanted to try those kind of airy pancakes. That's what I showed like in the first beginning clip. So it's in here, but it's like far in. I would say it's like maybe like this whole thing is maybe around 10 miles in a way. I could be over exaggerating, maybe it's like 4 miles, but the air pancake place, I think it's called Marimba or something like that. I'll show the name at the end, but it was deep in there, like at least 3 miles in. We did a lot of walking. That is one thing about Japan, you are going to get your steps in, honey, but the makeup is sitting. Even though the temperature was up in the 90s and we did so much walking, my makeup stayed intact. And I do have like some clips if y'all want to see me like doing my makeup actually in Japan or what products I use. I did make sure to get some footage of that. This is Tangaluhu. This was one of my favorite things there. It's like the fruit covered in sugar, and I think it was condensed milk that she put over it.
Wait, come. Oh, go. It's free. Go ahead.
Singing me happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. birthday. Happy birthday to you.
So back to our regular scheduled programming. He's grown so much in literally the last 3 years. It's so crazy to see. But things like this, y'all, when it comes to like umbrellas or like shoes and stuff like that, they're very adamant. Make sure that if you leave your stuff, you get it, because at one point we did leave an umbrella behind, but people are very trustworthy here. If you leave something behind, you can almost guarantee that when you return, it's going to be exactly where you left it. So yeah, that was like Mangia di Frambia. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong, y'all. I am. It's hard sometimes when the voiceovers, because you can't necessarily go back. So let's just ball. So y'all, I really did not love these. I hate to say it because they're so pretty. They put so much work into actually creating them. And like literally every step kind of matters here. Cleanliness matters, but you'll even see that she takes the time to check the temperature to make sure it's at the perfect temperature based off of the way that they're made. I guess like with the ingredients, certain things have to be at an exact temperature in order to be edible. But you can just see like how much crafting really goes into this little like small like air pancake. And that was the most exciting part for me, just because I really didn't love it. And they had a lot of different variations and combinations of things that you can do with it. But like the base of the actual cake itself, it just wasn't my favorite thing. But off to the next.